Dago, you're right.
I saw it. There have been several withdrawals. I think something's wrong. It turned out to be the virtual reality played by our ancestors. Less withdrawal and more stay.
Give.
Hui, help me check. Analyze the trend.
Good Dago, look.
Help me screen out military stocks and energy stocks.
Good. Dago sent it to you.
Gold, cotton, iron, or energy futures can be held.
Xiaochang, look at your prediction. How does it look like a war is about to break out?
That's right.
Is it the Middle East or Eastern Europe?
You don't have to worry.
Okay, so the other ones.
It's all thrown away. The global market is green in the week. If you have enough courage, you can short some European stocks these days.
Okay, I listen to you. Such a big thing. If you predict it correctly, I'll pay you more 0.1 billion in the future.
Then why don't you let me work a year less and set me free earlier?
Xiaocheng, I'm so kind to you. You're in such a hurry to cut with me.
Yidong, this 5 years. I've made tens of billions of dollars for you, haven't I? You got me out. The little money spent on seeing my parents. I paid you back thousands of times.
Unappreciative. Operate as he says.
Yes.
Dad, I'm about to have surgery. This time the company to you. It's not like I haven't been in charge of foreign branches. What's seen can't be stopped. What have you been in charge of? It's all compliments from subordinates. In short, you should be familiar with it first and wait until I get back. By the way, there is a great god named Xiaochang in the company. I went to a lot of trouble to get it. You leave him alone. God of shares Xiaochang. Okay, I know. My dad, this is typical of staying in the country for too long, and international are derailed. Actually said that the company still has what stuck God. How can there be such a man of God in China?
Don't want to know. As long as the domestic brokers don't lose money. Is the gold broker?
Is this group of soil turtle God again? I can still beat you, the fox of Wall Street. I've known you for so long, but I've never seen you predict wrong.
Is there going to be war, brother?
There is progress, girl.
There are individual stock God netizens must improve.
Welcome to Bossy. Good Bossy, I'm Wu Deoxing, the vice president of our group. Haha, please. Come on, comrades, let's stop the work. Come on. Let's meet. This is the chairman's only son. We are also the only heir of the Maya group. Our new president, Bossy, LOL. Welcome to Bossy.
That's how you treat your boss, right? Don't take me seriously. It seems that my father is too kind to you. I am now solely responsible for the company. Immediate implementation of the 996 system.
Will the company pay us overtime?
What do you think? Overtime. It is already kind to you to be able to take 4 days off a month. I'm such a big company as Maya International. You don't want to fuck and roll. Some people want to work and then work.
You talk too much.
Okay. This is to make me an example.
My limited edition cup.
You two sleep during work hours. Have been fired.
Vice President Wu, this is.
Xiaoda, your getaway days are over. This is our heir to Shige International. New President Bossy.
So Yeshing Tang's your dad.
What are you? Dare to call my father's name?
I don't care who you are. Don't come here and tell me what to do.
A smelly worker also with me on the prestige.
Bossy. This is our company's stock appraiser Xiaoda. And his assistant, you don't know. He is usually arrogant and domineering in the company. Unsighted. Now I don't care about you.
What's the use of keeping this kind of goods?
We've always had the same Wall Street routine. At this time, I left work early. What's the matter?
Don't make excuses. Naturally, there are foreign colleagues responsible for marking. Pack your things and get out of here.
Are you sure you want to fire me? Does your dad know?
I opened the company president. Do you still need to ask my dad?
Coffee.
There is a great god named Xiaochang in the company. I went to a lot of trouble to get it. You leave him alone. God of shares Xiaochang. Vice President Wu, is there a person named Xiaochang in our company?
There seems to be a foreign stockbroker named Xiaochang. I resigned 2 days ago.
Oops, the man my dad valued so much resigned. Ha ha ha.
I wanted to see it. A failed stock appraiser. In the country actually mixed food and drink, mixed with wind and water. She also hired a female assistant. It's ridiculous.
It's you.
Did you manipulate the stock market this time?
I don't have.
I can testify. He cheated.
You guys know.
That is to say, I have met once, but it's a lost dog on Wall Street. Who will remember?
So that's it. In the future, the company will have you as a stock god. There is no need for such a cat or dog to exist.
This woman didn't know anything about finance before. I haven't seen you for a few years, but I dare to say I can replace you.
This is long overdue. Bossy, shout out. Although it is said that our company's stock appraiser, but for our company, no contribution at all. I doubt it. The two of them came to the company to sleep.
How much contribution have I made to the company? Ask Dong and you will know all about it.
Don't ask. My father is doing surgery in a foreign country now. I am solely responsible for all the affairs of the company, including layoffs.
Well, since there's a layoff, I paid all the wages I owed.
Arrears of wages. You go to the company and ask an employee casually, when will we, Shigeru International? Arrears of wages.
I signed a confidentiality agreement with your father. Only minimum wage is paid during work. After leaving the company, all salaries will be paid in one lump sum.
Oh. Then tell me how much salary the company owes you.
Not much. Her annual salary is 500,000. My annual salary is 0.1 total billion. Of 5 years of work to make money.
Annual salary 0.1 billion. Who do you think you are? Jobs Buffett. Ha ha ha.
0.1 billion, I guess it's Vietnamese dong. Ha 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 ha.
This is a copy of the contract. The original is at the lawyer's. Oh, forget you're not qualified to see.
I'm not qualified. You want to cheat me while my dad's not here? I'll tell you what, no way, no matter how much you make. Sleep at work time against the boss. All serious violations of discipline will be deducted.
This is an expulsion. This is not a layoff. What salary bonus, what compensation? Don't even think about
Do
it.
you dare to ignore the labor law?
Labor law, please. This is my company, I am the law.
Believe it or not, I'll go to labor arbitration for you.
Just look for it. Believe it or not, I spent millions to stink you. The whole industry banned you. You don't want to take a penny from me. Don't you want me to call security? See, no. We Maya International do not raise idle people. Violation of the system to fish in troubled waters. Just like these two, you hear me?
Something big has happened, bossy. This is a client who was in our stock market some time ago. The US stock speculation resulted in a loss of principal. Now we're on the ceiling. Maya Company. The senior shareholders who fooled us to open an account and speculate on foreign stocks and entrapped our hard-earned money. I'm a ghost, and I
How
won't
to
let you go.
lose the stock market to jump off a building.
Yeah, you see. This also opened a live broadcast to slander our company. Said we lied.
Who can guarantee that the stock market will earn?
Yes, that's
But
what
now
it says. This matter has made a big fuss. Public opinion is bad for us. Board of directors of the company and related departments. We are asking for immediate solutions. Otherwise, our company's stock price will plummet. The market value will evaporate hundreds of billions, including the reputation our company has accumulated over the past 10 years, as well as customer resources will be wasted. When the time comes, it will be difficult for the company to turn over.
What should I do about this?
Contact him and ask him to put the rest of the principal. Guaranteed to turn over within a week.
Just do what she says. Go.
Yes, yes, yes. What a week, I don't believe. You want to cheat me, right? Go to Sandu. Go to Sandu.
Although you know a little bit about the world situation and the underlying logic. But it's a pity that you're only learning. Skyrocketing stocks. But unfortunately, distant water can't save near fire, let alone. Now it's night on Wall Street. Where do you want him to buy shares in Country C?
Maybe you can save.
I don't even need to come to our house. Hue can give a better plan than you. How about, does President Yida want to kneel down and beg me?
We've taken care of it and we're dealing with it.
I'm sorry, we can't comment on this matter for the time being.
Our chairman has been undergoing surgery since before. We will respond later.
Bossy. This has already exploded on the hot search. We have to hurry up and deal with it.
Just now I neglected to forget the problem of time. I still have an immediate solution. You give me some time.
You go quickly. Xiao saw it. Who cares about your stupid plan?
Be careful. Don't be fooled by your Wall Street fox.
Do you know where Wall Street is? A local dog like you deserves to stay in a well all your life. Of course I haven't heard.
Mom and Dad. Unfilial son. Josie lost 12 yuan in your pension money. My son is ashamed to see you.
Vice President Wu, go and stabilize him.
Okay.
Nothing happened today that could cause a financial shock. That's the only war Shachung talk about.
Now no one in the world believes.
Definitely Chenjiang plumbing duck profit.
Unless war breaks out within minutes.
Then more sensitive than indices and stocks. It's just futures.
In the shadow of war, all kinds of strategic resources are definitely pulling up. Cotton.
What other raw materials are consumed by war?
Without fast money, gold will be the most stable in the next 2 or 3 years.
Then return home to find you. Don't you always ask me how to repay you? I'll go back to China and make a promise.
No nonsense, buy solid stocks and indexes to earn some pocket money. President Yida will be a tragedy if he drags on. Not decided yet.
Bossy's phone has been ringing off the hook.
I know.
President Yida. In this way, I won't let you kneel down and admit your mistake to me. As long as we pay the end. How about I give you the best plan?
You won't.
Time doesn't wait for people. As long as that person's hands are loose. Maoya International is finished.
Let him enter the full warehouse cotton. It must explode in an hour.
Good haha.
Some people have been pretending for half a day.
You stupid woman. The man was cornered. You're not sure about yourself, but you need man-some. You're taking care of people's lives.
Can you have in a short time other skyrocketing options?
UV learned a lot over the years. But UV only learned the surface. You used to be a geography blind. You didn't know our West. And Central Asia is rich in cotton.
Then rubber.
It's rubber again, you stupid woman. Just watching the news is not enough. You also need to find accurate information from the vast amount of data. How many statistics do you know?
That's what I do for Dago.
Miss Jiang, is this okay? The chairman is not here.
Why do you call her Miss Jiang when her surname is Jiang?
Don't you have a better way?
Of course there is, then look at it. President EDSA still owes us wages.
Give him.
I'll pay half up front if this is settled. Lump sum.
Deal.
Arrival 0.25 billion.
Ah,
Do you hesitate to wait for others to jump off a building?
Which futures did you see?
What he just said. What the hell is urea?
You haven't made shells, have
Who
you?
made shells?
No wonder I don't know. Urea is an important raw material for making shells.
this is what you said. I will wait for you for half an hour.
Shouta, 20 minutes passed. I think you are the last person to take charge of people's lives.
People call me Shouta. She's my former fiancée. Can't forget my real name.
Shouta, if you say anything. All the consequences of misleading customers are borne by you.
If this really happened, Shouta. 10,000 of you. Not enough to cover the company's losses.
Shouta, are you fired? Revenge the company with a grudge.
You just said it yourself. Who can guarantee that stocks are profitable?
You.
Calm down. Calm down.
I should have listened to you.
There's nothing wrong with you. Can skyrocket in such a short period of time.
I don't care. Tell security to keep an eye on the two of them. I want the two of them to bury that fool who jumped from a building.
Why is it none of our business? Our family Dage kindly gives you the most reliable plan. You're still here to bite the hand that feeds you.
Less chicanery here. You have ulterior motives. What is the most reliable?
It really went up. I finally got back a mouthful of blood. How could there be such a magical operation?
Tell him to sell it in half an hour or I can't guarantee it. Will the main force enter the harvest?
Oh, okay. I don't make any noise. I thank the stock god for helping me recover my losses.
I will say that my Dago is the best.
Notify the public relations department to issue a circular immediately. The company's stock god saved his life. Later self-financing. The company is not responsible.
Well, now that I admit that I am a stock god, then settle the salary.
When did I say that the stock god is you? You just happened to guess right. The real god. Isn't it, dear?
I'm not a stock god either. But he must not be. This desperate and drastic approach in the stock market is taboo. Also, this kind of person is not worthy to stay in the company.
That's right. You deserve to be fired.
If it's not human life, how did I come up with such a risky idea? Are you gonna kill the donkey?
Ha ha ha, Shouta. You finally admit you're a jackass. The way you were arrogant just now made me uncomfortable. Remember later. Only rich can be arrogant.
What do you mean?
It means you can go.
What about wages?
With those few words, just want to take so much money in the company. Vice President Wu canceled the transfer just now.
How dare you cheat us?
You still do finance. I don't know about large transfers. Can it be withdrawn for free within 24 hours?
Who doesn't know? I didn't expect you to be a big president of the world's top 500. I'm scared to deceive us by false accounts.
If you don't accept it, sue me. See what we'll believe. I Tang Tang Mao Yi International will owe a few smelly work so much money.
What a beautiful Shigeba International. It turns out that your reputation with your father is only worth 0.5 billion.
Ah, make it clear. Is that you're not worth 0.5 billion, stinky Jiaoxi?
You
want to hit me? Come on, let's try one. Let's see if I can put you in jail.
Bossy, I think of one thing. This Xiaoda, his parents, spending 20,000s or 30,000s every day, and it's all Yi Dong's money. Well, it's been years.
Oh, yeah. How much did he cost our family?
Oh, how do you also need tens of millions?
Really? You still have the face to ask for wages. Vice President Wu informed Down. Stop paying and kick them out.
don't you dare. It's part of our contract.
You've been fired. That bullshit contract will be voided. Don't try to take advantage of our Yi family anymore. Go and kick them out.
Dago. Dago, are you all right?
It's okay, Hue. You can rest assured that you will not be mistreated in the past 5 years. I will find a way.
Dago, of course I believe you. Yes, breach of contract is their loss, but you are affected by them. I spent a whole 0.5 billion of my salary. How can your parents afford it in the future?
It's okay. There must be a way to get to the front of the mountain. I'll find a way.
That Xiaoda has some skills. I doubt that the contract my dad said is true. He's the stock god Xiaochang, my dad said.
God of shares.
So what? Do you want to invite him back again?
How is it possible? Who dares to call you a stock god? What I mean is that, now that we've all opened him up, why don't you just do it a little more? Forcing my dad to stand by me and tear up the contract. By the way, save him that 0.5 billion.
What do you want to do? The past few years have been really bitter, Chang'er.
Mom, it's a son. It's useless.
If Chang'er is useless, your father and I are already dead. How can I get sick in such an expensive private hospital? But what we should thank most is Boss Yi. Ever since your dad and I got hit, the medical bills he paid for us. But astronomical figures. You must step on the buying ground and work for him. Repay him all his life.
I don't have this kind of good thing. You don't deserve my Yi family's support. Get out of here.
Chang'er, what's going on here?
Chang'er, he really is Xiaochang. Your son sleeps during work hours. I don't think much of my father, Yi Dong, when I contradict my boss. Today has been fired.
Chang'er, this is true.
Mom, I work the night shift. I went to bed in the morning.
Kneel down.
Mom,
I told you to get down on your knees. I told you to kneel, benefactor.
Mom, what I don't owe them is that they don't have credit.
You. How did your father and I teach you? Teach you to be honest. To know kindness. How did you do it?
Mom, get up first.
As soon as they say it, I know you are not wronged. You've always relied on that little clever little skill. Arrogant and domineering. When referring to Yi Dong and the company at ordinary times, you don't have much respect. You forgot. Who rescued you from prison abroad? Who is it? Sent your parents to the hospital? Who paid tens of millions of medical bills? Hanging your father's life? You say ah.
Mom, I was wrong. I'm begging you to get up. Your leg just recovered. Don't kneel bad.
How did I raise you? White-eyed wolf son. You make amends to the young master of the Yi family first.
I compensate.
Ha ha ha.
Mom, get up. Is Mom okay?
Knock all knock. You knock another 10 or 8. I can look on my dad's face. Let you live for another year. How about?
Line.
Look at the character of this young master of the Yi family. I probably misunderstood Chang'er. Let's just let him knock a few heads. Give it back.
Dago, what are you doing? Why do you believe him?
Why with a straight face? Wasn't you arrogant before? Speak up and beg me.
Asking Bossy to pay to continue my parents' treatment.
Ha 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 ha. Shout out. It's true that you're a jackass. Do you think it's possible? Did you earn my family's money? Why waste it on your family? Ha 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 ha.
Yetsian, are you still human? Do you know how much money Dago has made for your family? Hundreds of billions or more.
Ah, forget it, Hue. I'm not really begging him. I'm just making one last effort for my parents.
Chang'er's mother knows. Your father and I won't blame you. We're even with the leaves.
It's even. You want to be beautiful. Wait for the receipt of medical bills. This life is not over yet. Next life. The doctor went to pull out his tube for me. Blow me out.
Wait, Hue. Help me push my mom out. I'll be right there.
Dago, where are we going?
I'll call a car and transfer to another hospital first. Send my parents over first.
Don't go, Chang'er. Let's go home. Your father and I are resigned. It's not worth spending that much more.
Mother-son unfilial.
Is this Mr. Xiaochang?
I am.
I'm Zhang Lishu, Vice President of Xingxin Hospital. I'm here to pick up your parents. Please rest assured, we are the top private hospital in the country.
Can your hospital get credit?
The medical expenses have already been paid. You can go directly there.
Mom, don't worry.
Mm. Surprised, not surprised, not surprised. Hey.
It's you. It's always been you.
Yes, Cece. Sweetheart, who told you to be so stupid? Can't guess, how dare you? I can't believe I'm working under the hands of YESHENGTNG, still carrying him. Revealing the direction of the stock to a netizen. When I tell YESHENGTNG, you're screwed. Hey, don't hit your face. You can hit anywhere else.
You also know to face
Why am I shameless? You shameless, not bashful to say. Not only do you work for your enemy, you keep a little assistant by your side. My hue, smelly shameless.
Jiang Zizi, haven't you figured out the situation yet? Since you perjured yourself 6 years ago to set me up, we've been cut off. You just said that what to work for the enemy.
You think Yeshingtang would be so kind as to save your parents and get you out of jail?
Of course he wasn't that kind. He saved me and my parents for a reason. I signed a 10-year confidentiality agreement with him to help him make money behind his back. He also helped me in my most difficult time.
You think too well of him. Do you know who put you in jail?
I got my PhD from Harvard when I was 20. Join Wall Street, whether it's short or long, are all super high returns. I set up my own venture capital fund, Invincible on Wall Street. The name of the Red Rabbit spread all over the world. I have a very high reputation among global stockholders, often led by millions of retail investors. Against Wall Street's Big Short, kill them to pieces. When I was young and angry, I offended too many people. A lot of big shorts have a reason to kill me.
Yeshing is one of them.
How do you know?
Why don't I know? He was the one who kidnapped my parents and took a bunch of pictures of you, threatening me to kill you, you idiot. Little cutie, how did you? How could you believe that I would really hurt you?
Is it true what you say?
He kidnapped my parents. My mom died of a cerebral hemorrhage. When my dad came back, he was also depressed. I went to prison to see you. You have been refused to see me.
Cece, I was wrong.
Then I heard you got out of prison. I've been asking around for your news, but I can't find you. I had to go through your social account, pretend to be a net friend close to you. I taught myself financial knowledge. While tracking down the main messenger of the kidnapping case, I later found out that it was the chairman of the Maoye group, Yeshing. I returned to find someone who investigate him secretly, only to find out that you were helping him. You were helping him make money from stock trading.
So you approach Yetsian. Pretend to be a god.
I changed my name in Country C. Forged an identity resume. Well, that little cutie, believe me. Later, he clearly knew that you were his father's highly valued stock god. But I still want to offend you completely just to force YESHENGTANG had to tear up the agreement. Let me replace you as a stock god.
I don't think he trusts you at all. Is infatuated with you.
I didn't let him take advantage of me. I'm all yours.
I was wrong. I believe in you. I'm free now is free. But become a completely poor man.
I never thought you'd work for YESHENGTANG, but fortunately, I have some money.
How much can you have?
4 billion.
You got so much.
After mom and dad died, I sold my family's assets. Take that money and learn from you to speculate in stocks. The price has increased several times.
No wonder a few years ago. Financial small white shakeup. Become a what stock god hiss. And it's all the news from me.
I mainly learn from you. But I've learned a lot myself.
Okay. You're the fox of Wall Street.
Xiaocheng, you want revenge?
Of course I want revenge.
Then you have to help me stand the fox of Wall Street.
Hey Hue.
Dago, come to the hospital. Your parents.
What happened to my parents?
You know, when you come to the hospital.
Mom.
Auntie, slow down.
The old man is recovering well.
Dad, you woke up. Mom, what's going on? You can go.
Mr. Shaw, let's go out and say.
Jiang Gluxi. Isn't she with YEZHAN? How could she be here?
Dr. Zhang, what's going on? It was the hospital that used special drugs, inhibiting the central nervous system of your parents, causing your father to stay in a coma, and your mother won't recover.
This is also vicious. How dare they?
Yeshing Tang will do anything to trap me. My mom was always grateful to him.
When did Xiaocheng uncle and aunt get hit by a car?
It was 6 months after I was in prison when I was so desperate to hit the wall. You're saying something happened to me and my parents. They planned it all by themselves.
I've been thinking for years that Wall Street is Yeshing place of fortune. That place also can let him stage.
His family has grown thicker in recent years. People are old and smart. We may only have one chance.
I remember you telling me, financial villains have two characteristics. One is a gamble, and one is greed. Take these 2 points. One chance is enough.
He's probably very shrewd right now.
So, one stock god is not enough. We need 2 gods. Lure him to the table together.
If YSHNGDNG had seen you back then, what if I recognize you?
You don't recognize me in my sunglasses. What's more, Hey Zhian.
Sure.
Bossy, let's talk business.
My 100 billion empire is right in front of you. Isn't that enough to give me a kiss?
What's the rush? I've already leaving everything abroad to return home with you. Would there be another choice?
Then don't let me wait too fast. You know, since last year, after love for you at first sight, I've never touched another woman.
Oh, you bad man. Am I just a woman to you? What you see? Is it just my body?
Of course not. You're the fox of Wall Street in the financial world. My career depends on you after I have a little skill. The company's chief analyst and vice president. The future is yours.
I'm going to be your woman. Do I have to do this?
Then what do you want?
Your Yi family is such a rich family. Your father may be not satisfied with me.
Hey, don't worry about this. With such an excellent daughter-in-law as you, he certainly has nothing to say.
Then who knows? You've been fired. His most respected stock god. In case I don't feel my worth pissed on me.
Hey, you can rest assured that I have plans. Today's farce from the sky. We have perfectly resolved our Maya International. Instead of losing nothing, he got a big wave of publicity. Now our public relations department and the media expanded publicity that is working overtime. For our beauty stock god build momentum.
Really?
Of course it's true, and Saturday night I'll also prepare a grand welcome reception for you. When the time comes, you will be the most shining protagonist in the audience.
I don't want to be the protagonist. I don't want to be in public. Save them from reporting indiscriminately.
But if you don't show up, how can I be a beauty stock god, the fox of Wall Street?
Who says I don't play? Oh, that's it. Is it more mysterious?
Yes.
I will be the fox of Wall Street. And you are my king. You are the protagonist.
Ha, 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 good, good. I love it so much.
So I decided to make the welcome reception change to Mask Stock Association. Yes, the Mask Stock will and to be built into the Mauba International and the country's top stock event.
Through this wave of God's propaganda, let all the brokerage institutions. There are also rich and famous ladies who are all like herons. Then a ticket is hard to come.
That's right, and we're bringing Shachang in.
Ask him to do.
Isn't he the god of 0.1 billion annual salary? I'm going to be at the stock market. Beat him with dignity. Let Yidong see my strength.
Dago, that Jiang Gluxi with you. What is the relationship?
Just remember that she and YEZHIN owe you 2.5 million wages.
Oh, I'm sorry. What is this place? Can any cat or dog come in? Tonight's guests, who is not worth hundreds of millions of dollars riding an electric car, also dared to come in and pretend to be.
We were invited here.
Where's the invitation?
We only received phone invitations, not invitations.
Get out of here. What kind of cute dare to come to a place like this?
You.
Yo, whose face fell to the ground?
Bossy, I'm sorry, these 2 electric bikes also want to get into the stock market.
No, you are a little cute. I didn't expect to be so poor. It's really embarrassing for us, Shigeru International.
Shachang, I give you the chance to face me head to head. You just put it so bad. Where did you rent this dress?
You don't care where I rent it. Today is a showdown between stock gods, not to compare who dressed brightly.
Ah, it's all right. Mask stock meeting. There must be 2 clowns. You let them in.
Dago, let them see. Who is the real clown?
All guests are very welcome to attend. By our Maya group. Hosted by the Mask Unit. So the next, please welcome us to this stock meeting. the most important person. It is also our Maya group, the youngest president.
Mr. Yetsian.
This YECHIAN is the best in the country. One of the rich second generation said he was a tiger father and son. It's much worse than his father. I don't know if I can live here. Maya International high these years. The rich will only have more money to invite individual stocks to sit in charge. Harvest not too easy.
Welcome everyone. We, Malba International, host Mask Stock Association. This is the first session. It will be held regularly every Saturday night. As for the value is not worth coming. I believe everyone has participated in this issue. There is a definite number in my heart.
Bossy, this is what we've been waiting. Of course, the stock market event is worth it.
In addition to your invitation letter, outside of our routine, our Mask Stock meeting also launched the world's first blockbuster link, Stock God Showdown.
Wow, bossy is it? You'd like to introduce us to your mysterious stock god.
Nice. This is also the original intention of this stock meeting. Next, I'd like to introduce you Brandley, the Fox of Wall Street, the stock god who just returned home with me.
The stock god is a beautiful woman. It was during the jump that day, the great god who turned the tide. I heard she pushed A. More than doubled in an hour. It's a stroke of God.
Net nonsense that day to turn the tide of the people. It's obviously my Dago. What's the matter with that woman?
Who is this? The president of Maya International. It's here that he can still be wrong.
Oh, that's Yetsian refused to admit my brother. Just credit.
You two little cuties. You are kindly invited to enter the door here. And the face to talk big here. We talk big.
Oh, my Dago's real name scared you to death.
Oh, is he the king of hell? A name can be scary.
Hey, his real name is Xiaochang. I already knew that. Well, I'm not scared to death.
He is Xiaochang Xiaochang. This is really Xiaochang of the Red Rabbit.
I don't dare to be everyone. I haven't seen you for a long time.
Mr. Xiao, you are my idol. Me too, Mr. Red Rabbit. I didn't expect to see you here. Really, he's really a Wall Street legend.
He really is a red rabbit. No wonder, no wonder.
No wonder what?
I felt so familiar when I first saw him. No wonder Yidong has been here for years. So much attention to him.
Is he famous?
Anyone who has been mixed up in the financial world, no one knows Red Rabbit. He's Wall Street, the legendary stock god. He raised his arms to protect him. Be able to lead the retail. Put the big short on Wall Street. It's killing a river of blood.
You also know that.
You know, I told you that I was on Wall Street. I knew him, but he was early. He was arrested for disrupting the stock market.
Are you sure you will win?
Of course there is. He's just famous. The level is also general, not to mention me over the years. He's been on Wall Street and he's been holed up in the country, that is, the buns.
Then let's.
According to the plan.
Alright, everybody. Since the stock gods have already appeared, then our stock god duel start early.
Bossy wants Mr. Red Rabbit.
Yes, are we all looking forward to it?
Expectation is expectation. Still young. Hi, I've never heard of a wall fox. Sounds like a screen name, ha ha ha.
If I lose. No, it's more proof of his strength. Why don't you do it?
The rules are simple. We start with the global index. Select one of the stock futures. 2 stock gods make next week's trend forecast. The answer is sealed and handed over to the notary office for preservation. The next period will be opened in public. See who is more accurate.
Then who will come up with the question?
The dollars in this box. Who do I draw for the numbers of the guests? Who will come up with the question?
That's fair.
Fair, of course. Can never miss. It's definitely better than that Red Rabbit. Guest of the 19th.
It turned out to be me. Then please too. Estimate the index of the Nasdaq.
We have already worked on this topic in Maya Company. The duel is over.
Vice President Wu, when did they fight?
I don't know. I didn't understand either.
Yes, on behalf of Shigeru International, I told you in advance.
Can still be like this.
We suggest you reduce your position because the probability will continue to float next week. The downturn will even last for a month or two.
Wow, is this true? Is something really going to happen? Is money harder to make? I believe Mr. Red Rabbit.
Well, do you want to change the question?
Please make a prediction. Nasdaq's closing index for next Friday.
Of course you can.
That would be great.
Ahem, is it time to care? Oh, can you do this question?
Spray it. I have to admire the Xiaochang's ability to move from finance and trade. The details infer that there will be war between the two countries. Yet Xian fired him without permission.
Didn't the young master recruit a female stock god? Based on her performance in the Jup incident and the masked stock meeting, she should have also speculated that war would break out.
Oh, that Jiangluxi. She does have some skills. How's her background?
Growing up on the West Coast, Stanford graduated with Wall Street qualifications, in my opinion. There is no problem.
Let's see the result of their duel in a couple of days. Oh, by the way, you get me Xiaochang. This kind of person can stay or keep good.
Chairman.
Feed Xiaochang. You predicted very accurately. The market fell. Only military and energy are rising.
Well, I believe Yidong won't let me work for nothing for 5 years.
Don't worry, wait for me to go back. I will definitely give you an explanation.
What to do, Xiaochang? We are still far from the expected index.
Rest assured, conflict erupts. Financial markets will be depressed, all hot money will be flocking to Wall Street. This is country C. The power to fan the flames is still 2 days away. Enough for us to pull the index up.
By the way, the man who hit your parents was investigated. He's got a problem. His daughter has cancer. He was in a lot of debt, and he hit someone. He immediately pleaded guilty and only lost hundreds of thousands of dollars for less than a year. Just let it out.
It must be Yeshingtang money ability.
Since he can pay for perjury, we can also pay for people to come out and prove it.
Don't worry, I'm also investigating at the hospital until the right time. Give him a fatal blow.
Mr. Xiao, God of Stock, thank you for your last reminder. Let me avoid a huge loss. This is a true god. Who would have thought war will break out in competition?
Hey, what's there? Didn't the Fox of Wall Street predict that too?
Yeah, he was able to predict. Because urea is the necessary raw material for making shells.
It's really sharp. Yes, even dignitaries from all over the world. How do you know there's really a war?
I don't understand the war as a woman, but the situation. It has been brewing for so long that country C has always needed it. Other countries war in order to suck blood. Therefore, this battle must be fought if it is not fought.
Now the big powers dare to openly clamor. All of them won't really fight, but those secretly. Only those who are ready to go will make a real raid.
The stock god at the mask stock meeting of the stock god last week has caused a major stir this week. Many friends, all come from the field.
Ha, ha, ha. I'm looking forward to it. What about last week's showdown?
Last week's closing index of the Nasdaq. Everyone must have noticed. Please look at the big screen.
Affected by the war, this week fell first and then rose. Receive 11,348 points. Please witness that the fire paint is in good condition. Open it quickly. The prediction of the two stock gods. I think both of them have a plan. Should the prediction be more accurate? This is Mr. Xiaochang's prediction. 11,400 points. It is only 52 points short of the actual receipt. If I knew the conflict would break out. I've been guessing low for a long time. I didn't expect it. The stock gods already know it. It's really too accurate. 11,320 points. Distance from actual advance. Only 28 points.
How about? When not worthy of the title of the Fox of Wall Street.
It's really hard to judge by appearances. I apologize for having looked down. Both of them are stock gods. Let's start quickly. This issue of the duel. We're already starting to wait.
Guest of 46.
If it's me, then I will represent the majority of shareholders. Let's have a more intuitive question on the spot. Please choose one share for each of the two stock gods. Wait until the close of the market next Friday. Let's see which one is higher.
We agree.
It's a little more accurate than Xiaochang prediction. Is it luck or?
the logic of their speculation is the same. Who is closer does have an element of luck in.
Well, book me a ticket for next week. I'm going to be there in person for the next mask stock meeting.
Welcome to Mr. Xiaochang, the god of shares, Red Rabbit. Welcome to the stock god. Please witness the fire paint intact. First, let's look. Mr. Xiaochang's stock selection. It's a European stock. I think it's one. Gold concept stocks. This week's opening is 17.37 euros. Received 33.39 euros. Increase of 93%. Wow, if you follow Mr. Red Rabbit, buy stocks, wouldn't it be in a week? Assets can be doubled worthy of Mr. Red Rabbit. The eyes are too poisonous for this gold stock. It's in the European stock market, a little red in the green bush. But it's hard to surpass the steam in stock. Then, let's take a look. It's a stock we haven't heard of. I found it. Presumably everyone from their mobile phone webpage also have news. Opened this week at 861.3 rupees. Received 1,766.4 rupees. 105% increase. Wow. It's really a man of God.
It's really a peak showdown between the stock gods. Wonderful. It's wonderful. A new generation of God. Everyone can guess. It's steel and gold that are rising in price, but who would have expected it? The craziest increase. It's an energy stock from South Asia.
Yes, yes. When is it your turn?
Country C will definitely be held hostage. Such Europe. Energy prices are bound to skyrocket. It's bound to be a lot. In the early days of the war, there were a lot of leases, European energy ships, so I figured, he's bound to make a fortune.
Yidong should pay my salary.
It's all a misunderstanding. Yet Cian, I've already learned my lesson. You can go to work at ease when you come back to the company.
If you knew how YEZHIN humiliated me, I wouldn't say it so lightly. Don't you have a new stock god working for you now?
Xiaochang, you really decided to go.
Sure.
Well, before the opening next week, you end up buying me 2 more stocks. If you can skyrocket 20% in a week, I'll pay you the rest of my reward.
No problem, it's good to get together. I'll help you earn your last 50 million.
Miss Jiang, my son is stupid. In the future, I hope you will help him with all your heart. I look after you.
It should be.
What do you want? If you have any conditions, please do not hesitate to mention them.
Nothing else, but I heard. Someone's annual salary, 0.1 billion, I want to.
Yeah, Dad can't be less than him. I don't think there's much 0.2 billion. Okay, but I have a question.
Please, old man.
Buy me 2 more shares before the market opens next week. If you jump 20 points in a week, I'll give you the 0.2 billion. Otherwise 0.1 billion. Oh.
The old man, you don't regret this 0.2 billion. I made up my mind.
Yeshintang old trader giant hedgehog will drain me. The final use value, you have no reason to cheat him. One of the 2 sets of stocks we both pushed was the same. He'd be convinced if he asked you, why did you choose these 2 stocks? You can say so.
Hey, old man. But take it as soon as you see it, so as not to anger the EU, so that Europe would not be completely in chaos. Country C also needs to hype new hotspots to further absorb the world's hot money, such as new energy. So these 2 categories are going to skyrocket in the near future.
It doesn't seem to be wrong. They both chose this one. We'll smash it. Ha.
28635 he should have entered.
He's also more cautious. The first hand should be no more than 1 billion.
We're with 1 billion.
Is there another main force that is also doing more of this stock? If it is still an upward trend in the intraday, buy 2 billion again.
Another person followed a big one. I don't know if it was him.
Now it's $14.25. We buy 2 billion at $14.
Is less than $14 someone throw? Do we mean to take over?
To prevent it from falling down.
Good.
You can go to sleep. Yeshing won't follow today.
Now it's $15.08. It's up nearly 20%.
Hit another 2 billion.
I canceled yesterday's order. And then talked to 0.5 billion every hour.
Dad keeps going up like this. Number 100% increase this week.
Young master, there are also some demon stocks that have risen 100% a day.
He can't stand it anymore. Can he?
I only have 1.2 billion in my account.
An hour later, smash it all in at once.
Buy continues to push up. There must be other main players who are also doing more of this stock. Not the Kuwait is C country's artificial intelligence. We didn't bet wrong.
The chairman has no cash. Out of other stocks first?
No need. Upper call option.
How many times?
10 times. Okay. Dad, how much money is there? Cash 0.2 billion, option 0.2 billion. Dad, global Forbes list. You will also have your name.
Xiaochang. He's probably dreaming of being the richest man.
He's dangerous. I don't think we need to do it. There's a big short on him.
How can we be insured a little Yeshing of our two families? Don't give him a chance to turn over after he's done so badly.
Sold half before the close today. Give the market a little wind.
Will it alert him to run ahead of time?
Of course he'll be confused and won't be content. He'll wait until tomorrow when the market opens. But Big Short won't let him wait until tomorrow, and neither will I. Tonight, the entire financial world will be filling up. And bearish forecast.
The limit will fall at the opening tomorrow.
Right.
Then we have. What about the remaining half?
Let's bury it with the Yi family. Pendant reserve price for sale. Yeshing just wanna hang. Also have to reserve price.
What does this last hand mean?
If the chairman is worried, we will place an order at this price. Sold half.
No, if we throw it out, he'll never get a chance to go up again. Wait. It opens tomorrow. You watch the wins on Wall Street today.
Okay.
Yeshing Tankin Chinks and Tai. You were suspected of coming with us 5 years ago.
Don't move. Hiring a murderer. You're making a mistake.
How dare you arrest my father? Do you know who my dad is?
No, you don't have to give your father's name. Take away.
Walk.
Dad. Son. Dad, our stock is down, Dad. Dad. What happened today? I didn't ask you. See what's going on Wall Street? This is day and Wall Street is night. What do I see? You are a little cute. She will teach you. I couldn't reach her today. Can't reach her. Dad, why are you being arrested at this time? They told me something about a hospital accident. How are you connected to all this? Hospital car accident. It's all about Xiaochang. They're a gang. We have been deceived. No. You little cutie. The rebellious little cute. You son of a bitch.
When will this stock fall?
Fall to our half. When selling.
Yeshing can't turn over.
He's at the high of $16. The tenfold option is now only half down. It's not enough for him to sell his entire fortune.
Watching him rise tall. Seeing him feast guests. See his building collapse.